Hello, my name is Malikar, nice to meet you and welcome back to Steinsgate Linear Bounded Phenogram. So, new timeline. I decided just now, like, for real, I wasn't thinking about it, I just decided now we're going to look at timeline. I mean, the title itself is like, it really, And the good thing about Luca in this game itself is that he doesn't speak slow. And I'm happy about that. Because in Elite, when he was like, Eto, I'm like, speak what you want to say. Oh my god. Okay. I can't. Alright. Mayuri-chan is dead. Everything had happened so suddenly. She was totally fine the day before. Her smile was as energetic as always, making everyone around her feel worry-free. Mayuri-chan is my friend. No, my best friend. Or at least, that's what I choose to believe. Mayuri-chan was the first person to talk to me when I had just entered high school, when I didn't know anyone.
LUKA-chanはもっと自分に自信を持つべきだよ。
She will always try to cheer me up. To be honest, none of this felt real. Not until the day before yesterday, when I saw Mayuri-chan at the phone. Oh, is this taking place in the alternative ending of Luka? It was like she was sleeping inside of her coffin. She usual smile on her face. It felt like she could wake up at any moment, warmly laugh, and say good morning. But no matter how long I waited, Mayuri-chan didn't move. Her eyes remained closed. She didn't move an inch. Her skin was cold to the touch. She was so stiff. That's when I finally realized Mayuri-chan is dead. She will never get to smile again, or look at me with those bright eyes, or talk to me in her gentle, curly voice. Never again. Where do people go when they die? I asked my dad something like this when I was a kid.
人間はね、死んだら神様になるんだよ。
That's what he told me. But the reality is that people are born to ash when they die. Mayuri-chan had become ash. She had become smoke, rising up into the sky. That was supposed to be a sad thing. But then why is the sky so clear and blue? I look up with my dry eyes, now incapable of producing tears as my mind races. It is, right? It is. Like, let me see more things and then we decide. Or I decide. Or I discover. Okay, stop. Small and inconspicuous, but a soft swell. Proof that I am a girl. I say it out loud. Yes, I am a girl. I talk like a guy, but I'm a girl. There's no mistaking it. For a long time, I had the same dream over and over again. I'm not sure when it started. I think it started when I was just a child, so I must have been having this dream for quite some time. It's a very strange dream. one in which I lie. Is that right? Everything about how I look is the same. My personality is the same. I'm as unconfident and introverted as ever. The only thing different about me is my sex. Everybody around me treats me like a boy. What? And I guess that makes sense. In my dream, I'm a boy, but he's a boy. Of course they treat me that way. My mom, my sister, and my friends. Even the person most special to me, Okabe. And for some reason, they mean that dream feels that being a boy is a sad thing. They mean that dream wishes they were a girl. Whenever I wake up from that dream, I always shake my body. And then I feel relief wash over me. This has been happening ever since I was a child. Back then, I thought everyone was having similar kinds of dreams. But I was wrong. I asked my sister and my friends, but nobody had the same experience I did. Even my Uri-chan said she never had a dream like that before. So one day I decided to do some research on it. According to the books, a dream where your sex changes signifies a change in the nature of your relationship with the people around you. But looking back on things, I can see where or when that change could have happened, if at all. And if that was the case, why would I keep seeing the same dream over and over? I have always wondered about this. Why I'm the only one with these bizarre dreams. But then one day the answer found me.
お前は本当は男だったんだ。
The words of the person most special to me, the words of Okabe Rintaru-san. Okabe-san had told me that originally I was actually a boy, but later turned into a girl. His word pierced my chest like a sharp knife. I was so stunned. I couldn't believe that someone so important to me could say something as awful as that. Was that how Okabe-san had always looked at me? I can't believe he's pretending to be a girl when he's actually a boy. I don't know if such a thing is even possible. But I remember being immensely sad that he felt that way about me. I loved him for so long, ever since the day I first met him. Just looking at Okabe-san's face filled with me with joy. Just hearing him call out my name was enough to put a smile on my face. And one day, when I have the courage, when I become much stronger, then will my feelings finally reach him? I had always felt that way. But to find out that Okabe-san had thought of me as a boy, just thinking about it filled me with a deep sadness. A deep sadness. It was so painful that I couldn't help but cry. But somewhere in my heart I was satisfied. Yeah, I knew it. This discomfort had forever, that weird recurring dream, this feeling that I am not who I am supposed to be. I felt like Okabe-san's words had finally cleared the doubt in my mind. I really was a boy. Triggered by Okabe-san's words, memories of my time as a boy began to surface. Well, that's not quite right actually. According to Okabe-san, it was a borderline in which I was a boy. Even now the whole thing is too difficult for me to really understand, but nonetheless the fact remains that I was a boy at some point. Okabe-san told me that he wanted me to go back to being a boy. According to him, something called the phone wave is what turned me into a girl. He and the others had made it. He said that by sending messages into the past using this machine, a person can change history. And apparently I, as a boy, had told him that I wanted to be a girl. I wanted to be a girl, which means that I had hated life as a guy, I had always wanted to be a girl. Then what about me of now? I gave it some thought, and my conclusion was clear as day. I still don't want to be a boy. I want to stay like I am. But
頼むルカ子そうじゃないと
his next words were beyond my comprehension.
そうじゃないとマユリが死んでしまう
Mayuri-chan is my best friend, but she's also Okabe-san's childhood friend. Mayuri-chan dying. It all seemed like a bad joke, but even I knew that Okabe-san wasn't the sort of person to goof around about this. He can say and do weird things at times, but when the going gets tough, he's always been serious. I wouldn't have fallen in love with him if he wasn't. Okabe-san said that my becoming a girl had altered the world line, resulting in Mayuri-chan's eventual death. So in order to prevent that from happening, I have to go back to being a boy. Of course, I couldn't just accept that. I even considered that maybe Okabe-san had always hated me, which was why he was saying these awful things. Okay, so this is happening. Okay, Mayuri's dead, and he's still a girl, and he's remembering the things. But 5 days later in the evening, Mayuri-chan had died. According to Hashida-san, who was with her at the time, Mayuri was acting perfectly normal before everything went south. But then all of a sudden she collapsed in pain and then eventually stopped moving altogether. Okay, yeah, that happened in your alternative ending, LUKAKO. She had really died. And if what Okabe-san said was true, it was all my fault. Mayuri-chan died because I am a girl. Because I am a girl. Because I wishes to be a girl, Mayuri-chan died. This body is what killed her. And yet I'm still in this body. Why I'm still like this? Why I'm still a girl? Even now I want to stay as is. Is that how I really feel? I don't know anymore. I don't understand my own feelings. But if I really do believe that, I'm the worst. Looking at my body had become unbearable, so I turned away only to see a certain object. Oh, a toy katana. Samidare. Okabe-san had given me this precious gift to me, the timid girl who could barely ever speak her mind. He told me that by practicing swings with this, I'd be able to become stronger. Strong. I swing Samidare with all my mind. If swimming this thing can get rid of my dobot, can I get rid of my need to think? My mind and heart can't help but feel this way. If swimming this sword hundreds of times means getting rid of these feelings, but I have never been particularly strong. I don't have physical or mental strength, no guts, no decisiveness. No matter how much I try to act like I care for my friends, at the end of the day I'm only looking out for myself. To prove that, I can't even do 13 swings. I'm just a weakling. And being a weakling is a bad thing. Yeah, a bad thing. To me, the world is made up of good things and bad things. I'm not the one who gets to decide which one is which. So who does? Someone other than me. If you are a boy, being girly is a bad thing. If you are a girl, being girly is a good thing, of course. As a boy, being reliable and self-confident is good. As a girl, being gentle, delicate, and kind is good. That's why my appearance as a boy anyway is bad. I needed to be a girl. Unfortunately, being a weakling is a bad thing for both girls and boys. That's what society thinks anyway. And if society thinks that way, then that's all there is to it. Regardless of what I am, I'm left a weakling no matter what. My existence is still bad. Nothing changed.
Mayuri.
All I can do is hug my knees and cry. Because if I keep crying, someone will come to help me. A friend will come by and ask if I'm alright. But because of me, that friend she is.
LUKAKO.
A small voice calls out to me, just low enough to be audible over the sound of the gravel moving. I look up and find him standing there, the person most special to me. The moment I say his name aloud, the tears start coming. I try my best to hold them back. Oh, this gonna be the part when he's like, I want to change back.
昨日まゆりちゃんの告別式に行ってきました。みんな泣いていました。まゆりちゃんって本当にたくさんの人から愛されてたんだな。もちろん僕もまゆりちゃんのこと大好きでした。僕かなり人見知りする性格だけど、まゆりちゃんは変わらずに明るく接してくれて、僕にとって一番大好きな友達だったんです。
It's true. I loved Mayuri-chan. She was my best friend. But
なのにねえ岡部さん、僕たちどうして生きてるんでしょう。
Okabe-san doesn't respond to my words, a pained expression on his face. He looks like he's in so much pain. Of course he is. As her childhood friend, Okabe-san was closer to Mayuri-chan than I ever was. She was so important to him. How can I say something like this to him? I'm about to do another bad thing. But I just can't help myself.
まゆりちゃんは死んじゃったのに、僕はこうして今も女の子のまま。
Okabe-san has said that this was what I wished for. But this isn't the world I wanted.
僕がこうして何も変わらずここにいるのって、とてもいけないことのような気がするんです。
A world in which I become a girl, all at the expense of Mayuri-chan's life. I never asked for this world.
そんなことはない。
Okabe-san says to me, but even then I know it's a bad thing. So I
岡部さん、なんとかまゆりちゃんを助ける方法ありませんか？
I asked him, but his response is plain and simple.
無理だ。
そんな。
I unconsciously raises my voice. I can't just let things stay the way they are. I can't let the bad things stay bad.
考えましょうよ。僕、まゆりちゃんが助かるためなら何だってします。
It is.
まゆりちゃんから前に聞いたことがあります。岡部さんは時間を遡る装置を作ったって。それを使えば。
Okabe-san had been conducting some kind of super complicated research with Makise-san and Hashida-san. Apparently, not only had they made a machine to send mails into the past, they had also made a time machine. Traveling back in time, it all seems like some kind of dream. It's hard to believe. But if anyone could do it, it'd be Okabe-san. That's what I firmly believe. No, not just me. The reason he was probably able to make this incredible invention is because he had Hashida-san, Makise-san, and Mari-chan at his side. Honestly, I had always wanted to be a part of their group, but I was never good enough. Unlike Hashida-san and Makise-san, there's nothing I can do. Even though I get that time traveling is amazing, I don't understand exactly how or why it is. I don't know anything about computers, I don't understand complex topics. I could never ask them to let me be a part of their group. It was impossible.
無理なんだ。
Okabe-san shook his head, his expression filled with dread. And still I raised my voice to speak.
時間を遡れば何か方法が。
方法はない。
Okabe-san declares, his fists clenched.
残酷なことかもしれないが、俺たちはマユリの死を受け入れて、それでも生きていくしかないんだよ。
諦めちゃダメですよ。どうして諦められるんですか？まゆりちゃんが亡くなって悲しくないんですか？
Giving up, that's bad.
とにかく方法はないんだ。
嫌です。僕はまゆりちゃんに死んでほしくない。
ルカコ！
Okabe-san raises his voice and grasps my shoulder in response to my continuous whining. I instinctively pulled back a little.
俺がそう簡単に諦めたと思うか？
Okabe-san managed to squeeze the words out. He then tells me exactly how much he went through to try to save Mayuri-chan.
マユリを助けるために他の人間の思いだって犠牲にした。傷つけてでもマユリを助けるために俺はやってきた。だがそれも限界だ。もう無理なんだ。
His grief-filled cries, they remind me of me. They remind me that I'm only thinking about myself. I didn't even try to consider that painful experience Okabe-san may have gone through until now. Okabe-san is the one who built the time machine. There's no way he didn't try and use it to save Mayuri-chan. He had jumped back through time over and over again to try and save her from her fate. So many times. And yet somehow death always came out on top. There was no running from it. Over and over again, Okabe-san was faced with Mayuri-chan's death, faced with the death of someone so special to him. I want her to live. I don't want her to die. No matter how much he prayed to the powers that be, his feelings never reached them. Instead, only the unwavering reality of death repeat infinitely. Just how painful must that all have been.
ごめんなさい。
How could I have said such cruel things to the person who had to watch someone he cares about so much die over and over again? But
僕、岡部さんの気持ち、ちっとも考えてませんでした。
But even so, I can't help but say it.
だけど、無理なはずないですよ。
I mean,
もう一つだけ方法が残ってるじゃないですか。
the only option left. The only one.
僕が男に戻れば。
それはダメだ。
His response is quick and unyielding, almost as if he knew what I was going to say. But I have no intention of just backing down.
お願いします、岡部さん。僕、まゆりちゃんを犠牲にしてまで女でいたくないです。まゆりちゃんを助けてあげて。
俺はお前を男には戻さない。
どうしてですか。
俺がそれを選んだんだ。もうこれ以上俺のエゴのために誰かを傷つけることはできない。それに元の世界線に戻ったところでマユリの死を回避できるかどうかは絶対じゃないんだ。
But
俺はその低い確率のために誰かの思いを、お前の思いを犠牲にはできない。だからもういいんだ。
岡部さん、でもこんなの許されないです。
because
僕は僕という存在に耐えられないんです。僕が女の子であるということがまゆりちゃんの死の上に成り立ってるなんてこと、これから一生受け止めて生きていくなんてこと。
because being a girl is a bad thing.
そのことが重すぎて押しつぶされちゃいそうなんです。ねえ、どうして
I know this is unfair.
どうしてあの時18年前のお母さんのポケベルにメールを送ってくれなかったんですか。どうしてまゆりちゃんじゃなくて僕なんかを選んでくれたんですか。
Right before Mayuri-chan passed away, Okabe-san asked me if it was okay to turn me back into a boy. In exchange for agreeing to it, I asked him if I could at least spend a day together with him as a girl. But ultimately, Okabe-san decided not to turn me back into a boy. I know for a fact that the reason he didn't send the message was because of me. So why am saying this to him? I know it's wrong, but this border is too heavy for me to carry by myself.
お前は何も負い目に感じることはない。全ては俺の選択だ。マユリを殺したのは俺なんだ。だから罪は俺が全て被る。
A part of me is extremely relieved, even happy, to hear those words. LUKAKO, oh my god, LUKAKO. Bad thinking. But it's not enough to erase the guilt inside of me.
それに 前にも幸せになってほしいって思っている。
He says that, but
幸せになんてなれるはずないじゃないですか。
I mean,
まゆりちゃんが死んだのは僕のせいでもあるのに。
because of this body of mine. And anyway, Okabe-san won't be happy either. He looks straight at me, but I can look back into his eyes. I'm not looking at anything. The twinkle that was there before is gone now. Okabe-san has to live with the border of knowing that he abandoned Mayuri-chan. And that's all my fault. Because I say that I want to be a girl, Mayuri-chan died, and Okabe-san has to shoulder that guilt forever. I can't even begin to imagine how painful that must be. But can I really keep telling him not to give up? No, I'm sure that's something I should not do. Telling Okabe-san to not give up after all the horrific things he's been and experienced. I can't keep saying that to him. I'd just be being selfish.
お前のせいじゃない。何度も言わせないでくれ。
I get where he's coming from, but he probably just wants to put my mind at ease. Heck, I want to undo my own sins and be at ease. But I can't bring myself to make Okabe-san shoulder more pain just for my sake. So if that's the case, all that's left for me to do is... I think I know what this gonna be about. We're gonna see what he did when he looped. Right? I got a feeling.
悲しいかもしれないが、お前にはマユリの分まで前を見て生きていってほしいんだ。
そんなの嫌です。
I cling to Okabe-san's chest.
僕はそれなら岡部さんと一緒に背負いたいです。
Then maybe this way may become a little lighter. Okabe-san's too.
一緒に背負う。何をバカな。俺は因果の輪から外れた人間だし、マユリを見殺しにする選択をした人間で。
それなら僕だって因果の輪からは外れます。
Oh my god, yes.
僕の記憶の中に男だった時の思い出が蘇ってきている時点でもう外れかけているんですよ。まゆりちゃんの命と引き換えに僕が女として生きているんだっていうことも知っちゃっているわけですし、僕たち共犯者なんですよ。この悲しみもこの負い目も二人で忘れずに抱いていきたいです。
The weight of my sins will also become a little lighter.
分かったよ。
Okabe-san embraced me in his arms.
一緒に背負ってくれ。
His gentle voice, it's so soft and fragile.
一緒にこの思いを忘れずに生きていこう。
I finally feel like I have been forgiven, even just a little. Forgiven for being a girl. That sin will never disappear. It's just too heavy for me to carry by myself. But if Okabe-san carries it with me forever, oh my god, this is kinda selfish. What the hell?
ずっとそばにいてもいいですか？僕岡部さんのこと好きだから。
I love you.
まゆりちゃんへの裏切りかもしれないけど、ずっと一緒にいたいんです。
If he stays by my side. Lukaku selfish.
もちろんだ。
Yeah, that's it. Those were the words I had been waiting all this time to hear. I wanted someone to forgive me. And Okabe-san wanted the same thing as I did. He's the only one who can forgive me, and I him. And like that, we'll continue to lick each other's wounds. Wait, lick? Is that a leak of licking? Of you know? Of, never mind. What the hell? Sorry. What? But if that's what it takes for the two of us to be forgiven, maybe, just maybe, that's okay. The two of us sit there together until the sky turns orange, just feeling each other's warmth. Oh, all the while thinking about Mayuri-chan. I'm so sorry, Mayuri-chan. So sorry. At the end of it all, there was nothing I could do for you. Nothing. If only I could return to the past. The past. He gonna... sorry. Who gonna send your message? What the hell? Wait. What? Are you okay? It sounds like a lot happened. Are you okay? I know I'm in no position to tell you to cheer up, but make sure you eat. Mom and Dad are worried about too. It sounds like you have cheered up a little. Thanks goodness. Just like I said before, I will be back around the end of August, so let's talk about it then. Will she appear? I want to see her. That's right.
僕、まゆりちゃんにどうしても一つだけやり残したことがあるんです。そのせいでまゆりちゃんに悲しい思いをさせちゃいました。
やり残したこと。
コスプレです。
We're gonna loop. Mayuri-chan, lover of cosplay that she was, always wanted me to give it a shot. She told me how I definitely look good in cosplay. She used to say that by cosplaying as another character, another person, I'm able to find some self-confidence. She was always thinking of me. Even of that fateful day. I had given in and was supposed to go with Mayuri-chan to Komima. But I ended up not keeping that promise. Normally, I never get the chance to rectify that, but we have a way. I finally remember. We're gonna see your looping.
時間を遡る装置を使ってあの日に戻れませんか？
Oh yeah, it can.
戻るって、お前が？
Yes, I firmly nod.
本気なのか？
Yes. I nod once again. She's serious. Okabe-san looks like he's thinking for a moment, then slowly shake his head back and forth.
危険すぎる。あれは俺以外には使わせられない。
お願いします。せめて最後にまゆりちゃんに笑顔でいてもらいたいんです。僕、まゆりちゃんに何もしてあげられなかったから。
This is the only way I can atone. No, this is probably just for my own self-gratification, but it's better than doing nothing. For me and for Okabe-san.
だがお前はああいう場所に来るオタクのことが苦手だったはずだ。
確かにちょっと怖いです。でもそんなこと言ってられないです。 それに僕は岡部さんと本当に同じになりたい。その装置を使えば因果の輪から完全に外れてしまうんですよね。それで岡部さんと同じ気持ちを背負えます。
We could share the guilt.
だから
無事に飛んだら俺に連絡を取るんだ。そうしたらきっと俺はお前を真由里のところに連れて行ってやる。
This is gonna be interesting. Ultimately, Okabe-san relents. In front of us is the broken phone wave. It's hard to believe this thing is going to be able to send me back to the past, but apparently it only sends my memories. Okabe-san told me that it's basically the same concept as sending an email into the past, much easier to understand. The two things I have to be careful about is that in order for the machine to activate, the large CRT in the brown tube workshop downstairs must be turned on, and that I can't go back more than 48 hours. I still don't really get how it all works, but I trust Okabe-san. I'm headed to the 15th, the morning of the day of Komima. Who knows what happened if I arrive on the night before? As much as it pains me to admit it, I may freak out and end up not going. Today is the 20th. Since I can go back more than 88 hours, I have to leave 3 times. Plus the CRT is usually on between just before noon to about 8 PM. That means that if I miss my window even once, 3 time leaps won't be enough. Okabe-san wants to limit the amount of jumps I have to make as much as possible, which means time is of the essence. I won't be able to relax or ground myself once I arrive. Let's do this. Oh no, I'm starting to get nervous. Hit yourself! Okabe-san was saying how he's never let anyone else time leap before. Is this going to work? But I'm saying, I already made my choice, didn't I? I'm going to fulfill my promise to Mayuri-chan. And if I fail, I will finally be at peace.
心配するな。脳が少し痛むぐらいだがすぐ収まる。
はい。
向こうについても決して取り乱すなよ。落ち着いて状況を理解するんだ。大丈夫。俺がついている。
Okabe-san's large hand gently caresses my cheek. My fear subsides a little.
じゃあ行きます。
Open the gate. Ah, no. Okay. Okabe-san pressed the button on the microwave timer and it slowly begins to move. Open the gate?
きっと
Okay, now.
戻ってきますから。
Open the gate.
ああ待っているぞ。
Open the gate. Okay, now. As bolt of lightning flies across the room, I unconsciously pull back. While all of this is happening, my vision starts to go white and I can barely make out Okabe-san. I hate this. I thought it'd be okay, but I'm scared.
岡部さん。
Dun, 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 dun. So we gonna let it till here. Well, okay, that's what's going on here. We're gonna see the things that happen on Komima when he leaped. That's why it was so important to see the alternative ending of Luka in Elite. And we did that. We're so proud of ourselves. And I'm grateful for you guys because you guys tell me what to do all the time. So yeah, interesting. Very good, Luka. Make me like you. Make me like you, Luka. Yeah. For Luka. I feel bad for him. Yeah. So yeah, guys. Guess what? Oh my god. I don't know why I'm telling this, but I feel like intelligent, kinda, maybe. I don't know if it's gonna work. Like, when I edit the videos and all, I think, I see that my glasses, I do use glasses, it kinda got like a reflect light, right? And I was like, oh my god, what can I do? And I went to Google and I didn't find anything. And till I saw something about brightness and light, and was like, I don't understand. And I was like, wait a second, if I put the brightness of the TV lower, how much it is then? It was at 100, and I was like, oh, and I put it at 15 now, so maybe there gonna be less reflect. How does this change things? It doesn't, nothing bad, but you know, not reflecting glasses. Yeah, how that change the experience? I don't know. No reflection. So guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and see you in the next one if you guys want. I don't know.
Lose myself